This might be a bit controversial, but in the same way I think many people choose to look past the reality of what our country is, the standards that we now stand on, we can't ignore the reality of the history. But in many ways, I think certain people are prosecuted and maybe not recognized for the greatness, that they offer. I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs because my experience was not what the world has seen.
Hey, yo, y'all already know when 50 Cent sees an opportunity to troll, he's not letting it slide. And this time, the target, none other than R&B legend Usher. Why? Because Usher just came out and basically said he got nothing negative to say about Sean Diddy Combs. Yeah, in 2026 with everything going on. And 50 Cent, man, he went straight to Instagram and started cooking. Let me break this whole thing down to you guys. So Usher recently did an interview where he talked about Diddy, and instead of distancing himself, he doubled down. He said he still sees Diddy as a mentor, even calling him legacy, and made it clear that he doesn't have anything negative to say about him.
This might be a bit controversial, but in the same way I think many people choose to look past the reality of what our country is, the standards that we now stand on. We can't ignore the reality of the history. But in many ways, I think certain people are prosecuted and maybe not recognized for the greatness, that they offer. I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs because my experience was not what the world has seen and how he's been, misrepresented. I'm not saying that every man is perfect. I'm not saying that all of us don't have flaws. But I can't, with any sense of humanity, not recognize the valuable contributions that this man made. For us as Black entrepreneurs, for us as businessmen, for us as people who transition, culture and ideas into something that's tangible, it becomes business. So many people benefited from what he created. And I acknowledge that. And that's why I see him as legacy. You told Shannon Sharp you learned a lot about business during that era. Absolutely. What did you learn? Puff was a mentor, but he was like you had that really, really hard teacher, but you're watching something in real time. I think that the idea of the level of discipline that came with that time in business, especially in an era that was trying to prove itself culturally in hip-hop. Now, you can't turn on the television and not see the influence of hip-hop. But the people who actually made that appropriate and the forefathers are people like Sean Combs. And not just in the great times that they had musically, but in the idea of being able to find ways to monetize culture and create something that was not just black or white. It was colorless. It was green. That's who I see that man as. And that's what I choose to remember. I put respect on his name because I realized that, what I learned as a businessman before I even understood what business was, came as a result of seeing the incredible things that he was able to do and the way that he positioned himself as a businessman. There are trials and tribulations that come with pressures of success and power. But what we choose to do with it is what I hope that you see with me and hopefully all the people that I'm involved with, right?
Now keep in mind, Diddy is currently locked up, serving time as being convicted on prostitution-related charges, while still facing a ton of controversy and lawsuits. So when Usher says, "I'm good, I ain't got no bad words," people online were like, wait, what? And that's when 50 Cent entered the chat. Now, if you know 50, you know this ain't new. This man been trolling Diddy for years. But this time, he brought Usher into it. 50 Cent posted an article to his Instagram and wrote the caption, "Usher, I don't want people to know what he did to my ass. I'm a grown man now. My ass is off limits. LOL." 50 basically started clowning Usher for defending Diddy, posting memes, throwing shade, and even referencing old industry rumors and situations. At one point, he even dragged in a viral moment involving Usher and Justin Bieber, trying to tie it back to Diddy and the weird energy around him. Last week, he reposted an AI video, Usher and Justin Bieber fighting, and wrote the caption, "I was a baby. Why you let him do that to me? What? That's what I thought when I saw this picture." Now, if you know 50 Cent, you know his trolling ain't random. It's calculated. He's been on a full anti-Diddy campaign lately. Let's not act surprised though, because 50 Cent and Diddy have had beef going all the way back to the mid-2000s. It started with diss records, including 50 accusing Diddy of being connected to industry drama, and since then, it's been non-stop shot. Over the years, 50 has mocked Diddy's business moves, clowned his brand deals, called out allegations against him, and even produced a whole documentary about him.
We at my house in Mexico, doing it real big. You understand what I'm saying? Tell Puffy, I said, why your pool don't look like that? You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying to you, B. Don't play with me, man. Don't play with me, man. Yeah, Puffy, why your pool don't look like that? Puffy, why your pool don't look like that? Huh?
Yeah, this ain't just trolling, this is long-term agenda. So when Usher comes out supporting Diddy to 50, that's like waving a red flag. Now here's where it gets deeper. Usher's connection to Diddy goes way back. When Usher was just a teenager, he actually lived with Diddy for a period early in his career. Remember that video where Kevin Hart put Diddy on blast? When Usher said that he woke up next to Diddy in the morning?
Better not, no homo, no, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close, but it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it. No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should. Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like just back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And what did Puff just say?
Now I gotta admit, that last interview was crazy. Let's just say back then some wild things were happening during that time. But at the same time, Usher still credits Diddy for helping shape his career and business mindset. So from Usher's perspective, this isn't just some random industry guy. This is someone who played a major role in his life, which explains why he's choosing loyalty over criticism. Now let's talk about 50 and Usher, because they don't really have a deep personal beef, but they've always existed in two different lanes. Usher is polished, industry R&B superstar. 50 Cent is a grimy, outspoken hip-hop villain. So when Usher takes the respectful route and 50 takes the I'm exposing everything route, it's bound to clash. And 50, he sees that silence as suspicion. Now, the internet is split right now. Some people are saying Usher is just being loyal and there's nothing wrong with that. But others like, nah, this ain't the time to stay quiet. And then you got 50 Cent fans who are like, 50 is just saying what everybody is thinking. And honestly, that's why 50 keeps winning these moments. Because whether he's trolling or not, he knows how to control the conversation. At the end of the day, this whole situation really shows two different mindsets. Usher is all about loyalty, legacy, and respect. And 50 Cent, he's about accountability, exposure, and straight trolling. And right now, those worlds are colliding. But let me ask y'all, was Usher wrong for defending Diddy, or is 50 Cent just doing what he always does, stirring the pot for entertainment? Drop your thoughts in the comment. Let me know what you guys think. And you already know, I'll be watching closely. So if anything pops out, I'm gonna be the first one with it. So keep it locked.